Then there is another unique property about which we need a little discussion, and that differs between crystalline and amorphous solid. There is an idea called anisotropy. Crystalline solids are anisotropic, while amorphous solids are called isotropic. Don't worry about this right now, but let's first follow what is isotropic, anisotropic. Okay, as I said, crystalline solid. Now, this crystalline two-dimensional representation of a crystalline material shows two different type of particle. Doesn't matter. It could be just one type of particle or two different type of particle. But let's just say that right now, I've just picked up this example where you have an arrangement of particle, a certain, let's say sodium chloride, which has two different type of particle. Now, if you examine this particular region, let's say one slice of that three-dimensional crystal, it seems that if you move in a certain direction, the arrangement of particle is in a certain way. But if you move in another direction, the arrangement of particle is a little bit different. Of course, it is repetitive, but the arrangement of particle is different. And this is found across the crystal. If you go on in an infinite direction, at an infinite length in the same direction, you will find the same pattern. No disturbance at all. If you go infinitely in this direction, you will find the same arrangement in this direction. No disturbance at all. Okay. Then what's the implication of this? The implication is that suppose if you are taking a certain crystal, okay, let's say cubical crystal of sodium chloride, nice cube, very small tiny cube if you pick up, and if you apply somehow potential difference across, let's say, this top surface and down surface, okay, somehow you connect the top surface with some electrode and the lower portion with another electrode, okay, and if you apply electrical potential and try to measure the conductivity across this direction, across this vertical direction, so there is a vertical direction, try to measure the conductivity across this vertical direction, okay. Now, whatever you get, fine, have a record of that. Now, what you do is, take this tip A and take this tip B, and you apply the potential, electrical potential across this direction. So, you connect this tip with positive or negative terminal and this tip with positive or negative terminal, and then try to apply the potential. And then measure the conductance across this direction. You will be surprised that the conductance which you are measuring across AB, and let's say previously I was saying that suppose if this point was C or X, let's say there is XY, there is another axis which I want to represent here, let's say XY, okay, XY. So this is a vertical direction which passes through the center of the faces, up face and the down face, okay. I am not drawing that, but you understand when I drawn this one, okay. So if you measure the conductance, just the electrical property, they will be different depending upon which direction of the crystal you are measuring that property. Likewise, not just the electrical property but optical property. For example, refractive index, if you measure in a certain direction it will be different, and if you measure the refractive index in a certain direction it will be different. Mechanical strength, if you just measure the compressibility, whether it is compressible, how much compressible it is in this direction versus compressible in this direction or any other direction, they will be different. That means all I am saying is the direction which you choose to measure a certain property for this crystal, the property will differ. That's something which is unique, okay, that is different. And this feature itself is referred to as anisotropic feature or nature of crystalline solid. Any crystalline solid has got this anisotropic nature. What it means is, it simply means that any physical property which you measure across this crystal, it depends upon the direction of measurement. which direction you measure, because the particles are arranged in a certain way across a certain direction, so that leads to difference in the same crystal. The measurement of the property depends upon the direction. This nature of any crystalline solid is called as anisotropic nature. Contrary to this, if you take an amorphous sample, I told you in amorphous sample you may have a short range kind of ordered, let's say here and here, or let's say here, okay, like this kind of order may be there, but in between you have complete disorder, and these disorders are more long range actually compared to these short range orders. So what happens then, you go in any direction and you measure the property in any direction, the property is averaged out. Okay, you will actually in any direction you measure the property, it doesn't matter in which direction you measure the property, the value of the property will be always same in whichever direction you measure, because in long range the property is averaged out. Okay, somewhere there are plus, somewhere there are minus, like that the property is averaged out, so the value will not be different. That means the amorphous solids are isotropic in nature. So all the physical property that you measure here, they seem to be different in different direction in a crystalline solid, but in an amorphous solid they are same irrespective of the direction of measurement. So this is a very important feature, isotropic nature versus anisotropic nature, and you should know this, right? If you measure the property in a certain direction of a crystal, that will be different compared to what you measure in other direction, and that's a very strange property. You may have never heard of this, so this is something new to you, and because the arrangement of particles are different. While in amorphous you may move on an average across the solid, on an average across the amorphous solid everything is averaged out. You may have short range arrangement, but on an average everything is averaged out because there are long range disorder also. So physical properties are isotropic in amorphous solid.